And we're glad that you joined us today. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN, which means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Years, Wheeler Mission has been a pillar in the Indianapolis community. Bertner Electric, your trusted electrician partner since 1986. The Morales Group, they're in business to create a better future for you and your family. Piper Logistics, your trusted logistics partners since 1994. Aspen Creek Grill, why go anywhere else for delicious food and excellent service, and they're very affordable. Highway Safety Services, over 60 years combined experience in traffic control and pavement markings in Indiana. And the IndianaSRN sports page. Follow the sports page every day with updated news from coast to coast. Log on to IndianaSRN.org and click on the sports page tab. Great to have you with us as we get ready for action here tonight. Now, you showed me a note here that Heritage is actually 5-0, not what the website says.
That's correct.
Okay, good. So they're undefeated at 5-0, not 2-3.
You're correct.
Thank you. All right. That's why we're here. All right.
I got your tally going. You're now at 3.
Yes.
And we just been a year, 30 seconds.
Well, we also know that a lot of the time some of the information when you get it on their websites is not as updated or as accurate as it could be. We see that with rosters too. Am I correct about that? So, Judge, I want to veto this.
You're fine.
Hey, all right. So then we also know now for Park Tudor is going to be a heck of a ball game tonight when you think about trying to come back and win after their first couple of games of the year.
Rivalries are always good, especially this time of the year.
Yeah.
It all starts with coaching. Beth Bowles has been with Heritage Christian since 2014. She was a state runner-up in 19. She was a state champion in 20 and 22. We had both of those state champion runs, and Brian White is her assistant, and her assistant, and been with the program since 2019. So the foundation has been laid for the ladies at Heritage Christian.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So at 5-0, they beat Fishers, they beat Castle, Evansville, Harrison, Avon, and Ron Colley. And if you look over the last two games, they've outscored their opponents now 31-8. So they have an offense, and we heard the Park Tudor coach talk about what they're going to have to do tonight to win. We'll get to those keys in a couple of moments, but a very high-powered offense.
What's kind of cool in this game, we be associated with the Lady Lacrosse program in the state of Indiana. They let us go down and listen to the huddle and all those things. I think it was pretty neat that Leslie allowed us to go down and listen to her pep talk, and boy, did she have some keys of the game, and one of those things is stop them from scoring.
Yeah, well, that's going to be a big tally to work on tonight. Natalie Kernut is perhaps, and she said it, she's one of the best ground ball players she has ever seen since 5th grade, and she's going to be one to watch tonight. Now, again, I'm hoping these statistics are accurate. 11 goals, 16 assists in those first 5 games. She will be a huge key here tonight.
She should have the ball in her hands every single time.
Yeah.
As we learned today, the color of the ball is?
You say it's gold, but I see it's still yellow.
Okay.
All right. But either way, if it goes in the net, they don't care what color it is.
It doesn't matter.
Jordan Hufford is scheduled to be in goal tonight, or Catherine Dixon. I think it's going to be Dixon instead of Hufford. 31 shots on goal for Dixon, 15 goals against, 16 saves. Her save percentage is at 52%. Now, Park Tudor on the other side. Still haven't played a whole lot of games this year, Coach, and so you play a team that's undefeated in this one here tonight. Really going to have to play well, and when you talk about some of the things he talked about earlier, Coach talked about moving. She talked about patience on offense, and on defense, they've got to communicate.
Got to communicate, and she said one of the things I noticed that she said a little bit is to balance the floor. And when they want to slow it down, get delivered, and be delivered on their shots. We watched them play in a state championship game a couple of years ago where they held the ball 12 minutes.
Yeah.
They will be patient. That's how Coach Leslie teaches. That's how she coaches, and they've been very successful with this. And can Heritage Christian stay with that? Because sometimes you just get really bored. You just want to make something happen.
Yeah, well, it's hard to hold it when you're anxious.
Got that right.
By the way, on defense will be the big key. We'll keep an eye on one of the things she said. Ground balls win games, and they're going to have to get some ground balls here tonight.
You bet. That
should
be a fun game to watch.
It will be a fun game to watch. Some of the players to watch tonight for Park Tudor, I mean, you name it, but I think Forrestal might be the biggest one, their keeper tonight. Her goal this game has got to be a save percentage above 50%. She comes in at only 41% in her first several games. She's given up 19 goals, and the goals against average is almost 13. Going to have to get that down quite a bit.
Yeah, you don't want this game to be 20-22 or something like that. You want this game to be in the 5, maybe 5, 7, 8, 9. Anything above 10, I think you're in trouble.
So the bottom line is then if you're Park Tudor, as you go back to what you said and what the coach said, they want to control. I mean, they want this to be a slow it down, deliberate, and make sure that you give yourself a chance to win in that fourth quarter, and that's by holding on.
This will be UCLA Notre Dame before the shot clock, and Clay will hit a 15-foot jump shot at the buzzer to win it.
All right, when we come back, we'll get things started here at Park Tudor High School. It's high school girls lacrosse right here on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Back here at Park Tudor High School, today's broadcast is a copyright production of IndianaSRN and the Indiana Girls Lacrosse Association, and the use of audio or video without the express written permission of both of those entities is strictly prohibited. Troy Nergowski, Keith Myers with you. This is another broadcast of many that are coming up. We have a boys matchup tomorrow. We're keeping our fingers crossed that the thunderstorms will stay away. Scheduled to be certainly up at Hamilton Southeastern, the defending champions in 2A.
Playing a really good Center Grove team.
Yeah, so that should be a fun one.
Yep.
We need to move that. We'll talk this afterwards. We need to move it up to make sure we beat the Storm.
Yeah, I'd say we play it at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I agree, and I'm available if you want to.
What about school? It's spring breaks next week.
Come on. Yeah, you can make it up some time down the road, right? I know you used to skip school every afternoon pretty much when you were back at Howe High School.
Oh, I never skipped at Howe. Are you kidding me?
You didn't skip at Howe?
How can I skip at Howe High School?
I don't know, but you found a way.
High school was the easiest thing. All I had to do is go to Coach Preston's office, and I'd be there all day.
Yeah, I bet you would. All right.
Sometimes they even gave me my paperwork, my work to do it.
Or to get out, one of the two. Here we go as we're ready for our first opportunity this afternoon. See who's going to get this.
Number 23, Quinn Ralston.
First possession, as we mentioned, with this high-scoring Heritage Christian team. Keep an eye on Natalie Kernut. She's just a junior. And a 50-50 ball available immediate. Those defensemen cannot step over that line, or at least they're not supposed to, as Park Tudor will have the first possession. We've got a high stick on this one, and that'll go against Heritage Christian. Draw controls will be big. We already have one draw control now for Park Tudor, and they'll take it at the place of the foul. We will hopefully remember that at the end of the game. And here is again a very patient offense for the Panthers.
This is advantage Park Tudor right here.
Good passing is a key. Groundy Dixon, the senior. Now she's not very big, but I was watching her in warm-ups, and she really does a great job moving laterally, and she does a nice job getting down on those balls. It will go low as Heritage Christian on the move the other way. Here's Watt, and the ball's going to be knocked away, and it'll be Park Tudor, unless they say a foul was called here on the Panthers. It looks like it's going to stay with Heritage Christian, and we have our first free position shot of the day. It'll come straight away here for Heritage Christian. Eagles trying to get up 1-0 here in the opening period of play. Long range shot, it goes high. As Jessa Watt,
she's a junior.
Shot it well too, by the way.
They're fairly young. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 seniors on this team.
And again, Jasmine Forstall is in goal. She is a senior. Read that one well. A lot of times on that free position shot, as you see this maneuver to the inside, is you want to at least get a step on any defender once that whistle blows, and you can try to make it a one-on-one. You don't see very many times where a player will shoot long distance. They try to get it in a little bit closer.
And the wind gust here is pretty tough. You can hear that in our crowd mic.
Yeah, what's new in the spring in Indiana? A lot of wind. In fact, in the games we have done so far, there's been wind, and it'll probably continue. That'll go against the Panthers. So the second free position shot now for Heritage Christian, hash mark to the left, and there will be a play at the goal, and the save by Forstall.
Wow.
Excellent job there by Jasmine Forstall. So we're in transition back the other way. Of course, that defense is going to be relentless. Look at this, a double team pushing the Park Tudor player, Charlotte Sturman, all the way back and then turning it over. That'll be a big key today as well. Do not turn it over. Park Tudor with their first turnover of the afternoon. And that'll be a low shot, and it goes in, but a bounce. A flag is in, but they're going to say the goal will count. And looks like it may have been number 19. We'll wait and get the official call on that. Bella Escoto, the senior. That ball, by the way, I think it just fooled Forrestal because it bounced so slow. She was expecting something a little harder. So Heritage leads it 1-0.
Picked up goal counts. We believe that was number 19, Bella Escoto.
So they will give it to Escoto. And it's 1-0 Heritage Christian. Averaging 13 goals per game. And this will be won by Heritage Christian. 1-1 in draw controls, and then in transition, the score inside the 8-meter. And the score will be
number 13.
13 Regal, yes. Just a freshman. Boy, the one thing you don't want to do if you're Park Tudor is give up a quick goal after just giving up one, and then within seconds, Heritage Christian comes back and does it again.
13 seconds in between goals.
That's quick.
Number 13, Lila Cleary for the Panthers.
Today's game brought to you in part by Reynolds Farm Equipment, the leading equipment dealer serving farmers, homeowners, landscapers, and commercial contractors in Indiana. Nothing runs like a deer. Give them a call at 317-849-0810. Draw control, Park Tudor. So see if the Panthers can continue their march. They turn it over. And it will go back over here to Heritage Christian after the official stops play. So now 2 turnovers by Park Tudor here in the opening quarter.
And this is not what Park Tudor wanted to do in their game plan.
Not at all. Well, now they'll have to do a little readjustment. I know it's only 2-0. You don't panic at this stage. You stay with the game plan. And let's see if they'll continue to do that as Cornett will now advance it. And this is going to be a dangerous situation, and the goal. 3 straight. This time it is Emma Langford. And it's coming a little bit too quick here for Park Tudor. So 3 different players now scoring, but that was all set up that time as Cornett opened things up. And those defenders, Coach, they're going to have to get back a little bit quicker.
Yeah, you look at the scoring, 8:18, 8:05, and 7:20, and all of a sudden you're down 3-0 in the first quarter.
You know, we've done enough games together where we talk about not leaving that goalie out there on an island by herself, and that means those defenders are going to have to get back and transition a little bit quicker. So again, we'll see another draw control won by Park Tudor. They do lead in that category 3-1. So far, we haven't seen Park Tudor really do much offensively. But they'll work it behind the cage. Here to the near side to Sturman. At some point, though, we talk about patience as you see Izzy Wallace and once again Chloe Anderson out front. But you can't be patient a long time here. I think got to get some shots on goal.
Yeah, but this early in the game, I think you just want to be deliberate enough, because if you do get a goal, you're right back in it. Not saying you're out of it, but it gets you some confidence.
Back door behind the cage, and the shot and the score. And that's exactly what they needed. That's going to be Mary Jane Furquan.
Mary Jane Furquan.
And that's what they needed right there.
Yes, sir.
Great job and patience behind the cage. And what did we talk about earlier? Coach said moving and patience, and that's exactly what they did that time. You can hear the wind really picking up. It's out of the south here tonight, so anybody like right now for Heritage Christian, they are moving left to right, which is north to south. Right now, Park Tudor leads it in draw controls 3-1. 6:25 remaining now in this opening period of play. And this will be loose and picked up by Heritage Christian.
Nice way to pick up that ground ball.
And here they come. Escoto. The double team there lost it, and we see a ball get loose.
That's great defense right there. Knocked the ball out. Here's the long pass.
Yeah, intended there on the far side. Looked like it might have been Lila Cleary, but a turnover by Park Tudor. That is their third turnover so far. The nice spin, and the ball loose, picked up there by Forstall.
Good job by Forstall. Can't clear it.
Ugh. 4 turnovers now by Park Tudor. This is Dixon, being Libby Dixon. Coming up on 5.5 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. Good start for Heritage Christian, but a score there by Furquan, making it 3-1.
Both of these teams play on Thursday night as well, Troy, so a busy schedule for both of these teams this week.
Heritage trying to get inside the 8-meter. Ball comes loose, and now a 50-50 ball in the air, scooped up that time by Quinn Ralston, just a freshman. This is Watt. Watt trying to juke the defender.
Good defense. Good
defense. Yeah, give credit there to Sutton Christian, just a sophomore. Behind the cage. This is Marsh. Now, they scored the last time they went behind the cage. There's the double team. Ball loose, but I think we have a foul call against Park Tudor. And it looks like we may have a free position shot here. They're going to bring it outside.
Free position awarded.
Nope, they will go free position. So this will be the third free position shot already for Heritage Christian. It'll be off the left side, which is a very tough angle to score from. Ball squirts loose, and a turnover. Nice defense that time by Park Tudor. And they will face guard Forrestal. They're going to make this pass very tough. And another turnover by Park Tudor. That's number 5. Eagles back on the attack once again. Here's Watt to the inside, just beyond the 8-meter. That pass deflected, turned over.
You know, you put pressure on that goalie and make her shoot over that stick. That's a tough pass.
Another turnover there by Park Tudor. They're so far having a difficult time just clearing. And we may have another free position.
The arc against the Panthers.
They're going to work off the left side once again. This will be Natalie Kernet.
Free position.
Number 4 now for Heritage Christian. Usually from this position, though, Coach, you end up passing. Let's see if Kernet lost it on the way in. They'll keep possession, but a whistle blows. It looks like we may do it again. Don't want to give a team too many of these, Coach, because they'll end up biting in the end eventually. Good start, bouncing and scoring. That's going to be Riggle once again, her second of the day, and it's now 4-1. So now you're down 3 with 2:57 remaining.
You know, you just look at the offense of Heritage Christian. They're doing exactly what they want. Controlling the ball, getting in the right position, shooting it right on goal. You know, costly turnovers have really hurt Park Tudor early in this game.
6 turnovers so far here in the first quarter. So back to draw control time. Ball stays in the circle, and eventually it will be Heritage Christian. 3 each now draw controls, and they're already inside the 8-meter. Ball is loose, and that's a dangerous play for that ball to come loose right in front of Jasmine Forrestal. But they will end up giving it back now to Park Tudor. I like it when you're going after the goalie like that, and she's got to make a pass, and that turned into another turnover.
What I like, though, is Heritage Christian playing a defender behind the net and came almost like a trap if they did get the ball.
Kind of a little surprise that time for Forrestal, as we have a whistle, and we may have a free position shot here from the near side, and we will. This will be Regal again. This will already be 6 now. She started to look to the inside, takes her to self, and a low shot and a score, and already a hat trick in this one by Anya Regal. Wow.
Well, she scored at the 8:05 mark, the 2:57 mark, and now at 1:50, now 5-0. And you're digging yourself a hole you may not be able to get out of here.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. And again, that is now the 6th free position shot, and we talk about how big that can be. And already a 5-1 lead right after Park Tudor got a goal back. Today's game brought to you in part by the Morales Group. They're in business to create a better future for you, your family, and for the community we share. They can match you with the right career or hire the right candidate for your company. Give them a call, 317-472-7600. So it will be Heritage Christian. And we have not seen Park Tudor get it much past half field here since when?
The 6:25 mark.
It's been a while. Nice pass to the inside, the turn and the goal by Jessa Watt.
Goal by Eagles, number 1, Jessa Watt.
So now that is 4 different players who have scored tonight for Heritage Christian, and we have a timeout. Heritage Christian leads at 6-1.
1:19 to play here in the first quarter. Eagles 6, Panthers 1.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
High school lacrosse on IndianaSRN, brought to you in part by Boilermaker Local 374. They represent highly skilled and motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication in the state of Indiana. When you need a safe, dependable workforce, you can count on Boilermaker Local 374.
Hey, if you like lacrosse, college lacrosse will be right here on IndianaSRN, as we will be carrying the IU Hoosiers lacrosse program, and games coming up at late in the month and also in April. So if you like college lacrosse, the Big Ten, right here on IndianaSRN.
Indiana plays Illinois in our first broadcast.
You have that game.
I have that game, yes.
Ben is excited to be able to go down to Bloomington, his old automata, and do some lacrosse.
He looks excited.
He is. He's excited about Terre Haute this weekend.
You know what else I think he's excited about? Is they got a new basketball coach, it sounds like.
I hear they did.
Yeah, he's ultimately excited.
I noticed that he didn't get the job. He was the last one, but he didn't get the job.
That's true.
You know, with his skill of knowing X's and O's like he does. But in this game, 6-1, a quick start for Heritage Christian. If you're Heritage Christian, you got to be happy the way you played the last almost 11 minutes.
Yeah, you come back, and again, you haven't seen Park Tudor get past midfield for quite some time, so it's a little hard to score when you can't get it into scoring position, and they're going to have to find a way to do that. And on the other side, they're going to have to find a way to stop Heritage Christian from getting inside the 8-meter the way they are.
I will tell you this. Their coach will never stop.
Yeah.
And they're just like their coach, determined and will work hard. And now you just work on the things to get back into the game. Don't panic. Just work what we do well and see what happens.
Number 23, Quinn Ralston, for the draw.
So here we go with the draw once again, as we're down to 1:19 remaining here in the opening period of play. And eventually Park Tudor coming away with the draw control. So here we go. That is Anderson. First time they've been this deep in a long, long time here in the opening quarter. Ball comes loose and then goes past the end line, so that'll be a turnover there by Park Tudor. And again, you can't stress it enough that when you're behind, you've got to make sure every possession counts. In transition, Heritage Christian has 40 seconds to score.
Look at the speed of Heritage Christian.
Yeah, they get into position very
Pretty quickly.
Marsh behind the cage. Now will they find somebody to come down an alley? A lot of times as a defender, if you don't keep your head on a swivel, they will sneak down there. There's about 4 players out front. They can take their pick. Let's see if they're going to wait until the last second.
I like how they cut to the net.
13 on the clock. Will they go here? Ball's knocked away, and a whistle. It'll go over to the Panthers. So they are able to stop Heritage Christian that time, and that will do it for the opening period of play. Right now it's Heritage Christian 6, Park Tudor 1. This is high school girls lacrosse on IndianaSRN.
Hello and welcome to Game Day. My name is Keith Myers. I'm the Vice President of IndianaSRN. We're glad that you joined us today. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN, which means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Looking to elevate your brand? Choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for all your print, signs, promo products, apparel, and mailing services. Serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark, where strong relationships are built through exceptional service.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Piper Logistics. For more than 2 decades, the seasoned professionals at Piper have been the trusted allies for all your inventory management, warehousing, fulfillment, and transportation needs. Give them a call for more information at 317-396-1023.
Hello to the people in Switzerland who are watching us tonight.
What time is it in Switzerland?
I have no idea, but if they want to text me, no, I don't want to do that.
Would it cost something?
No, I don't want them to know my telephone number. So, but jump on the website and let us know you're watching. You can tweet us at IndianaSRN, and we'll shout out your name.
Okay.
Probably having some cheese crackers.
Do they play lacrosse in Switzerland? I know they ski a lot.
Well, you think it's snowing in Switzerland?
I don't know. I don't know what's in Switzerland.
I'll look it up for you.
Okay, thank you.
What do you think about this 6-1 lead if you're Heritage Christian?
Well, I like the start because you've gotten just about anything you've wanted so far. You forced 8 turnovers for Park Tudor. Draw controls, again, these statistics are unofficial. Each team with 4 draw controls in this one. But the one number that sticks out so far to me, Coach, is the free position shots. And right now, there have been 6 of those by Heritage Christian. 67 degrees in Switzerland County. That's Switzerland County, not Switzerland the country.
Oh. No, that's the country. No.
They have a Switzerland County in Switzerland.
Sorry, I got it wrong.
8-meter opportunities have been big so far for Heritage Christian. Park Tudor's really just had the one so far. And the other thing that you'll notice about Heritage Christian today is they've been able to create a lot of space, and that's something that has been a huge key, where they'll get one player going one-on-one and they spread everybody else out. And a lot of them are outside that 8-meter, and there's a lot of room to not only receive the feed, but then to get down inside and attack the goal. So let's see if that will continue here in period number 2. And Arrigal leading the way, just a freshman. 3 goals already here in the first half of play. Draw control has been even so far, and the whistle stops play.
They're going to do it again.
So we got a mulligan here.
We blame that on the official usually.
Didn't place it in the right.
Didn't place it in the right place, and she gained the advantage. There we go.
You know, the one thing about the draw control compared to the face-off on the boys' side is the boys and the men start on the ground.
Oh.
And the women and girls start up high.
Up high. Well, it's physical on that ground when the guys are doing it. It's really dangerous here because you can get hit in the head with the stick.
Oh, yeah. Turnover there by Heritage Christian. Park Tudor in transition back the other way.
Oh, she stepped out of bounds.
And that's a big turnover there by Nicewender.
That was the good defense by Addie Sullivan.
Yeah, you'd rather see maybe Avery take a cut back to the inside. As you see, Jessa Watt now looking for position. Does a great job in switching from left to right. Nothing there. We'll reset it out front as Scotto now moves to the inside, down the lane, the shot and the score. She went high-low. And Escoto gets her second of the afternoon, and it's a 7-1 lead with 10:54 to go here in the first half. That's what we talk about a lot of times. I'm sure that for Park Tudor, they're going to work on that. He's not allowing the depth and let those players get more 8-meter opportunities. In fact, it's even less than 8 meters by the time they get to the goalie.
The penetration right away, the commitment is there. Your defense now is sunk in. Their offense is spread out, and now they got a clearing.
Yeah, you got to find a way to get those defenders. And we always talk about it in most sports, who's the most dangerous person on the field? The one with the ball.
Yes.
So make sure you stop them and then work the other way. Draw control. Who's going to win this one? Picked up by Park Tudor.
Nice ground ball.
Boy, a high pass intended that time for Furquan, but they're able to keep possession here. But here comes that defense once again for Heritage Christian. Who's going to get
loose?
Talk about the ground ball, Coach. We mentioned it earlier. There was going to be a big key, and it's going to be Heritage Christian coming up with a ground ball there. Double-digit turnovers.
Almost a good fast break here.
A lot of contact at the top, and the shot went high, and another score. This time, Natalie Kernut, the junior, talked about how dangerous she is on the ground ball. A pickup ground ball, got a great pass, and the score. She is now one of 5 different scorers here in the first half for Heritage Christian. You get a pretty good idea now. We've seen this Heritage Christian team for the first time, and you get a good idea, Coach, why they're able to score as well as they can.
You can see why they're undefeated, and you see why they're scoring as many points as they have in the year, too. Because they're on the pace for 17 or 18 points today.
Yeah, they certainly are. So it's 8-1 with 10-12 to go in the first half here at Park Tudor High School. And they will say it will be Heritage Christian. And, boy, they're going to get in position very quickly.
I mean, that was within 5 seconds, Troy.
That's going to go against Park Tudor, and they're going to let him play here after the foul. That's Kernut on the right wing, trying to get to the 8 meter she does. You know, they wisely will do it, too. If it's not there, keep the possession and reset.
Yeah, Beth Bowles has been doing that since she's been coaching this game. They know her system, they understand her system, and it is very good lacrosse. Oh, it's on the ground.
Yeah, the first shot didn't go that time for Jessa Watt. It was Forstall who knocked it down and then went right back to Watt, and she wasted no time on the ground ball pickup and the score. Her second of the night. It's now 9-1. Right now, it is Heritage Christian putting on a clinic here in the first half.
I'm really surprised at this. I thought this game would be a little bit closer than what it is. Nice little rivalry in Heritage Christian at 8:05 at the 7:20 mark. They were already up 3-0. Yeah. So. Well, then they came determined off that school bus, didn't they?
Yeah, well, I thought maybe with Furquan scoring as well that time for Park Tudor that they may
settle down a little bit.
But that hasn't been the case. The defense is going to have to find a way to get more stops. Errant pass will be picked up by Park Tudor. Deep was Mackenzie Johnson. She's just a freshman, and a whistle stopping play. And see, this may go against Park Tudor. So if it is that being the case, Heritage Christian will get it back.
She stepped out of bounds?
I don't think so. I didn't see what the official called that time, but it will go back over to Heritage Christian. So now the Eagles back on the attack once again.
Oh, good heads up there.
Escoto, the pass to the inside, the triple team, and wisely getting away from the defenders is Kernut. Pass to the inside, intended that time for Lily Marsh.
Good defense that time by the Tudor.
Heritage Christian 5 turnovers. So now Park Tudor in transition.
Clearing.
Back the other way.
Look at that speed. Nice.
You know, I don't mind that play from a Heritage Christian standpoint, and you know why? Because you're stopping the fast break opportunity that time for Park Tudor, and all you just go back and set up and just make sure you don't get a yellow card or anything like that.
But I like Park Tudor running the field at that time as well. Her head's up. Maybe it passed out a little bit sooner.
Sturman working behind the cage, but that's the problem right there, Coach. You cannot turn it over. You're behind the cage. You have pretty much at that stage an opportunity to get going on offense, and you turned it over for what I have the 12th time. And they're going to call that against Heritage Christian. Ella Rexroth, there for Heritage Christian. Getting the penalty, and they'll make her go behind Ella Nye. Clock is continuing to tick at 7:07 to go here in the opening quarter, or should say the opening half. Park Tudor, their game plan again, patience coming in, but eventually you're going to have to maybe gamble a little bit.
Here we go.
That is Wallace.
Boy, they just shut that down quick, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
There
nice
she
move
is.
To the inside, and the goal. That's going to be Chloe Anderson.
Park Tudor's number 14, Chloe Anderson.
Nice job by Chloe.
So Furquan got number 1. Anderson gets number 2. That came at 6:39, and so now just a 7-goal deficit. If they can get a couple of more right here, get themselves right back in this thing before halftime.
Got a timeout.
Yep, timeout by Heritage Christian. It's 9-2 here in the first half.
We're not here to just sell you another piece of software. We're here to helping you procure the licensing, manage and monitor those licenses over time.
Collaboration is very key when working with our clients. We are very much a partnering organization. We definitely work as a team to deliver solutions for our customers.
We're here to build relationships with customers, which is unique.
Hi, I'm Grayson, and our parents work in road construction. Every day they head out to make our roads safer and better for you. But did you know work zone deaths have increased 63% since 2010?
Wow, that's a lot. Please slow down and pay attention when you see all those orange signs. When you do, you're helping to keep our parents and everyone who works on the roads safe. Thanks for looking out for us.
This message is brought to you by your friends at Highway Safety Services. Stay safe, stay alert.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Dynamark. If you're looking to elevate your brand, make sure you choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for all your print, signs, promo products, apparel, and mailing services. They've been serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark, where strong relationships are built through exceptional service. Give them a call, 317-328-2555. Windy night tonight here at Park Tudor High School, 9-2 here in the first half. After the Anderson goal for Park Tudor. Back in action tomorrow. We have a boys game scheduled. As Hamilton Southeastern, we saw how good they are going to be again the other night. The game was called because of lightning, but they were ahead, I think, 9-1 when we left that contest.
Our next girls game is April the 5th, as we will be at Southport High School, as we will have the rivalry between Perry Meridian and Southport. That game is a 10 a.m. start on a Saturday. Troy and myself will be on that broadcast.
Wait, 10 a.m.?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. The production meeting will be at 7 a.m.
I hope you and the rest of the crew have fun at 7.
Yeah. I'll probably see you at 9:50?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As we have several games for girls lacrosse, plus the semifinals and finals of the state finals in lacrosse.
And all of that will be held where?
Undetermined, but I think I have, from the rumblings I hear, it's going to be at Heritage Christian.
Okay.
But not sure yet officially.
Draw controls led by Heritage Christian 7-5 as they battle for the loose ball. Well, that's a hard thing to get a hold of sometimes, isn't it?
I could never try to, when I tried it today, I couldn't even pick it up.
Shot low, and it's in. Just like that, Heritage Christian comes right back and scores. That's going to be Bella Escoto again. She has the hat trick tonight, so 2 players the hat trick now for Heritage Christian. Boy, and how quickly were they able to get that ground ball and go on the attack?
And so easy.
I don't have an answer other than Park Tudor's going to have to find a way to, again, stop that penetration down the alleys the way it has been so far and everything. A lot of 8-meter opportunities here for Heritage Christian. So back to the draw control. Who will pick up this one? And it looks like it'll be the Eagles once again. They have 9 draw controls so far here this afternoon as we come up on the 6-minute mark. They get the goal back after Anderson scored a few moments ago. That ball will be picked up there by Forrestal.
Oh!
Marley Moorhead is in the lineup now for Park Tudor.
A little bit of contact there.
Yeah. So you see Park Tudor going to their bench a little bit here in the second quarter as they're in transition the other way. That'll be Chloe Anderson. A high pass will be knocked away. 50-50 ball. Who will get this one on the sideline? And eventually, as the fight continues, it's going to be Heritage Christian. And they're already in scoring position. Nothing there for Watts, so she backs it away wisely there for the Eagles.
You know, some teams would try to force that and create a turnover. She just got smart enough to just retreat and come back, set up, and have plenty of time.
And now they'll go behind the cage.
This is where they've scored 2 or 3 of their goals.
Yeah, what'll happen is you talk about somebody's going to find an alley here. They've got a play, I'm sure, called. You see them kind of rotating to the left. And we've got a high stick, I believe, here around the head area. It might have hit the shoulder first, and that'll give us a free position opportunity, as that'll be Kernut, number 7 now for Heritage Christian. And she'll take a low shot. She went high-low and scored. Kernut gets her second of the night, and now it's a 9-goal lead. By the way, Heritage leads that category 7-0 in the free position shots here tonight. We talk about why that is so important. Is it's almost like in hockey, if you're able just to get a free shot on the goalkeeper a lot.
Yep.
Without any defender there to stop you. And let's see who will win the draw control. Another one there for Heritage Christian. They're now pretty much dominating all the statistics so far. Nice pass and another score. Kernut does it again.
Goal by Eagles, number 5.
So 3 players now with a hat trick as Natalie Kernett gets the goal, and it is now a 10-goal lead. You hear a fan down there talking about way to pass the ball, and that's very true. They've done a great job of passing.
Heads up. Got their heads up, looking at the whole entire field.
Well, we talked about it a little bit ago. They're able to create space, too. And
On the draw for the Panthers.
you almost, again, as a defender, are going to have to find a way. You got to find a way to stop that ball from getting inside the 8-meter as easily as it has. So now the Eagles on the attack again. Good save that time by Forrestal.
Kick save, Jasmine Forrestal.
Quinn Ralston, the freshman, almost got it. Player is down. In fact, we have a couple of players down, it looks like there for Park Tudor. They may have collided with one another in that attempt to stop the shot. So let's see what we'll have here. Stops the clock at 3:23. And it appears it will be Park Tudor in possession. That is not thunder you heard right there.
No, that's me.
It's you.
I think that's Chuck upstairs.
Upstairs, yeah.
And does he have a nice seat tonight?
I bet he does. Charlotte Sturman left the lineup for a moment. And then coming in will be Ella Nye. So a couple of changes here for Park Tudor. A long delay here to get this thing going again, and now we will. 10-goal lead. Here comes the pressure again on defense as Watt is there, and a whistle. It will stay with Park Tudor. They are relentless on defense, aren't they?
Yeah. No lead is too secure.
The double team. Trying to get away from it is Chloe Anderson as she works midfield, spins, but everywhere she spins, there's a blue jersey. That'll go against.
Well, they double teamed the ball.
Yeah, they do. So you can't spin away from it.
Nice pass there.
Good look at.
There we go.
Ella Nye, just a freshman, to the sideline in transition. A little push there by 23, which was Quinn Ralston. Errant pass. And here to the near side, that'll be Izzy Wallace. They'll play on here as Wallace continues to work it to the 8 meters. She turns. Clock down to 2:15 to go. Park Tudor could use a goal right here. Furquan.
Get you a little bit of momentum.
Got to get something. Yeah, need something positive going into halftime. Nice pass. Knocked down there. Unable to handle it is Wallace. Still loose. Who will pick up the ground ball? It'll be Heritage Christian. So now the Eagles have under 2 minutes. Nice stick check. Turnover by Heritage Christian. Will play on here as Sturman to the near sideline. This is Wallace.
Setting up their offense. This is what they do the best right here.
Now the work behind the cage. Good look there at Pasquazi, who was diving but did not get the pass. Nice Wender. Looks
like
inside. Nice pass, and the shot just a little bit wide, and she knew that she missed it. That's Pasquazi, who had a chance to get the 3rd goal of the night. It'll stay with the Panthers. 60 seconds remaining. Boy, you hate to miss an opportunity like that. Long possession here for Park Tudor. This is generally hasn't been the case so far tonight. Anyone that is rolling to the cage from the top, well guarded in that last possession by Heritage Christian. That'll be a check that time. They'll stay here, just outside to the left now. It will allow Wallace actually to get a good start right here. Wallace to the inside.
See how they just double teamed the ball there.
Yeah. And they're being a little more physical, too. Behind the cage, 20 now. Park Tudor knows if they can get one here, at least it will help their momentum a little bit going into that third quarter. But they got to work quicker now. Clock down to 7. Somebody will have to check that clock. Can they get a shot on goal right here? And they will not. A turnover at the end. And that will do it for the first half. Heritage Christian scoring in bunches here in the first half of play. We go to halftime. It is Heritage Christian 12, Park Tudor 2.
Brian Chrisman joins me today. And Brian, talk a little bit about the winter and Wheeler Mission and how important it is for people to help Wheeler Mission, because winter means homeless and homeless means people in the cold. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, we really serve a lot of people year round, no matter what the weather is, right? And so we serve anywhere from 700 to 900 people who are experiencing homelessness every single night. But when winter hits, that can become life or death. So if you're stuck out in the cold, happens every year. IMPD will find people out in the cold and encourage them to come in. But if they don't catch them in time, I mean, again, life and death. And so it's vital that our doors are open. And so we do that. Our staff shows up every day to make sure our doors are open. We serve 1,000 meals a day plus every single day. That's a nice, warm, nutritious meal. Donors provide that. Donors provide our food, coffee, something hot to drink. You know, donors provide that. So there's a lot of opportunities to get involved at Wheeler to make sure we can get through winter, or to work at Wheeler. We need staff, and so we're always looking for staff to get us through the winter time. We spread ourselves thin during winter, making sure that anybody can find space, and so we have bed capacities. For sure, but we go beyond that every winter to make sure that the city has an option for people who are experiencing homelessness in the dead of winter.
Schools out there that are watching this program with our reach, maybe they want to do a sock drive, or they want to do a sweatshirt drive. They can contact our office at IndianaSRN, or they can contact you. Where's a contact, or who would be a contact that maybe we want to do a sock drive? I think that would be a great idea for SRN to start one of those sock drives. How would that? What does that look like?
Yeah, so if you go to wheelermission.org, we have our needs lists that are right there on our website. Those change sometimes in the winter, but there are some needs that are pretty much continual when it comes to hygiene items, when it comes to warm items to get us through the winter. So when you're talking about coats, especially bigger sizes for people that come through, we want to make sure a lot of people that come to our mission, they come with the clothes on their back, right? And so we need to make sure they have something to wear during their stay with us, and which could be for a few weeks, could be for a couple months. And so go to our website, wheelermission.org. You can donate directly there, whether it's a financial donation or you can look at our needs list. You can even find drop-off locations. You can drop it off at some of the barns that we have around the city, or come right down to Wheeler Mission, drop it off right there. But we need this community's support. So greatest thing about Indianapolis is it is a generous community.
Yes.
It is a community that steps up when there's a need. And there's 1,700 homeless individuals in our community. That number has risen 5% just over the last year. Wheeler Mission is the main place for those individuals to go, has been since 1893, over 130 years. And so support that ministry so that those doors can be open, making sure that every man, woman, and child that needs to come inside can come inside and not only get warm, but get nutritious meals, food, shelter, and care. And so beyond that, we take them through a whole journey of program to make sure that they come out our back door different people. But the first things first, right? Get them fed and get them warm and get them safe.
Since it's basketball season and we cover over 300 games a year on IndianaSRN, we challenge our basketball teams and our basketball programs to get involved. There are meals that need to be served. Tell our teams out there how they can help and serve meals.
Yeah, no better way to really open your eyes to the community's needs than to stand in front of people who are desperately in need and hand them a meal, hand them what they're asking for that day. So great group opportunity is to volunteer at Wheeler, Michigan. You can go to wheelervolunteer.org. You can sign up a group. It can take an hour and a half to come down and serve a lunch. You can get 12, 15 people involved in that, a dinner. Come down either at our men's shelter or our women's shelter. It's a really cool experience for teams, not only to help in a way that you're making a difference, but to see the people that you're helping, right? To hand a meal to someone and smile and say hi to someone literally in their darkest moment, right? So
best assist they can ever make.
Oh yeah,
is to serve a meal.
That's a good point. It's a slam dunk.
It's a slam dunk, exactly. For Indiana SRN, this is Keith Myers.
Taking a look there at the Eagles of Heritage Christian. They lead at 12-2 as we are now ready for the third quarter of play. Today's game brought to you in part by Highway Safety Services. You do what you do. We'll keep you safe doing it. Give them a call at 765-446-1502. Unofficially, Heritage Christian leads in draw controls today 11-5. Heritage Christian with 6 turnovers, 15 turnovers by Park Tudor. So far, the free position shots are led by Heritage Christian, 7-0 in that column. Escoto has 3, Regal has 3, Kernut has 3, Watt has 2, Langford has a goal. Those all for Heritage Christian. And I'm glad you can't see Keith dancing. Furquan has a goal, and Anderson has a goal as well. That's pretty good. You got actually okay rhythm.
I'm trying out for Dancing with the Stars next year.
I hope you do.
Yeah.
All right, we're ready to go. And again, I think it's pretty obvious right now for Park Tudor. Again, it'll be running clock with a 10-goal lead. And then if Park Tudor can get a goal, they can get the clock stopped. But if they don't get it under 10, it keeps rolling.
Well, if you're Heritage Christian, you continue to put pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, you can play some kids, but continue to put pressure. And if you're Park Tudor, you just want to win the second half. And whatever that might look like. It would, we have seen some strange things, and it could be a 13-12 win. Who knows? Anything's possible.
Well, and one thing about Heritage Christian, you see already, they're going to be a force this year, and they're going to get better and better and better. And I think for Park Tudor, a lot of learning coming from this game to make them better by tournament time. That's kind of the key as you look at this season. But Heritage Christian, as I said, they're winning in every category in this one.
The other thing that Heritage Christian does, their meat of their schedule is coming. Yeah. So, you get those wins early and then get ready to play the meat of the schedule and see what you come up with. And in June, who knows, June 1st, we may see them in the state championship game.
Quinn Ralston, a very tall freshman, will be in the draw here for Heritage Christian, and Lila Cleary, just a sophomore for Park Tudor.
Out at midfield, once again, number 13, Lila Cleary.
11 draw controls, again won by Heritage here tonight. See if they can pick up another one here as they will move left to right against the wind as they did in the opening quarter. The wind didn't bother them at all in that opening quarter of play.
But it is brisk. The wind is very much a factor.
So it will be Park Tudor. As we said a little bit ago, too, though, that though they want to be patient and work their offense, which they have been patient, at some point they're going to have to get this offense going, because if the clock continues to run and they stay down 10, it's going to go much faster, and that's going to be a little bit harder to come back. So they'd love to get an early goal right here. And they do. How about a nice move to the inside by Izzy Wallace?
Izzy Wallace.
That is exactly what they needed.
Izzy is a junior.
That was a sweet move, too.
Yep.
Able to juke the defender, get to the inside, right-hand shot, and Wallace on the board. And so now you're able to stop the clock as they trail it by 9. So back to the draw control.
For the draw.
I always love watching the official put them together because you got to position their hands just right. Nobody can get an advantage over the other one, and that'll be a draw control one that time by Park Tudor. So they seem to be a little more aggressive coming out in the third.
Yeah, they do.
That's going to go against Park Tudor. So in transition the other way. Regal up the right sideline. It'll be a whistle from behind. They'll continue play. Lily Marsh and the score. Nice pass to the inside. And once again, it'll be Escoto. That is her fourth of the day. And they quickly get it right back now to 13-3. So clock will begin to run again.
4 goals.
You know, we do a lot of Hamilton Southeastern boys lacrosse, and you see how quickly they score. And they can do it 2 different ways. They can either bite you hard when they go on their fast break and they move quickly, and boom, they score. That's what kind of reminds me of Heritage Christian, how quickly they get in position and score.
And they get it in position, and everybody knows where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And once the ball goes toward the net, everybody crashes as well.
Well, another draw control one that time by Heritage Christian. And
their passes have been great.
Back on the attack. Here's Ralston. Shot is a little bit high.
Got a flag.
Might have been deflected, though. I think Ralston had a stick check from behind that made that shot go a little bit high, but they will keep it. And Heritage being, again, patient offensively. When they go behind the cage, then you'll start seeing that rotation, and then players will start going down the lane. And there is 2 players there, but the ball ricocheted high in the air. A 50-50 ball available. It was, at least for the moment, Heritage Christian knocked away, and it'll go against Park Tudor. Whistled that one against Nye. Ralston.
Got to pick up the ball first.
Ground ball will be picked up this time, though, by Anderson.
Good defense.
7 turnovers now by Heritage Christian. We have another loose ball.
That ball is grounded.
And it'll be picked up by Sturman. Now, they mentioned ground balls would be one of the keys today, and that certainly has been the case, along with the draw controls we talked about in the pregame. Who's going to win that battle? Nice pass to the inside, and the score, it'll be Ella Nye.
Goal, that's Park Tudor's number 12, Ella Nye.
So they're playing back and forth, and it's back to a 9-goal lead.
Ella, just a freshman.
So here's the difference, and again, for Park Tudor, seems to be more aggressive here in the third. And number 2, it feels like, Coach, they're more apt to go and attack than they were maybe in the first half.
Maybe they know that they have to go to get the ball, get the game where they want to be.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And they've run those lanes much better, getting themselves some opportunities, creating space to the inside. And so now 4 different players have scored for Park Tudor. Now the key is to win some of these draw controls and try to get that offense rolling even more. Park Tudor with number 8 on the night. Wallace, wasting no time to the inside, and another one. How about Wallace? Izzy Wallace gets her second of the day, and just like that, that's the quickest that Park Tudor has scored back-to-back goals here this evening.
Got to get a little game going now.
I think the game plan ought to be, you know what, we'll just give it to 9 Wallace and let him go.
Wallace scored at the 11:17 mark of the third, and now at the 8-minute mark.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Officially Human. Their mission is to restore respect to game officials and recognize them as authorities on the field and the court. Do your part and practice good sportsmanship. If we don't have officials, we don't play.
We need to play.
Would you like to be an official for
Nope.
Nope. Not even going to ask. Huh? Oh, that's going to be a foul for sure. You don't want to Get some exercise and run up and down the field?
I exercised when I went down on the field today.
That's it?
And if Courtney Whitehead is listening, please put an elevator.
Yeah, good luck there. Park Tudor. Can they close to within 7? That offense has looked a whole lot different here in the third than it did in the entire first half. Nice move to the inside. That one bounced by Wallace, a little bit off the mark, and it'll be picked up by Heritage Christian. Pretty good effort that time by Park Tudor.
The long pass has not been there for Heritage Christian tonight, and that was one of the goals for Park Tudor.
Turnover. Park Tudor.
Oh, she's open.
Yep, nice shot and knocked away. Great job that time by Dixon to knock it down. She hasn't had too many save opportunities tonight, simply from the standpoint she hadn't had that many shots on goal. But that was a great chance there for Park Tudor to close it to within 7.
Oh, look at this long pass.
Good look there, 23 Ralston. And they're going to go behind the cage and then bring it outside, and the shot and the score.
Scored by the Eagles, number 1,
Jessa Watt again, her third. They have 4 different players now with a hat trick as Watt gets her third. Boy, right when you think maybe the momentum is going to go the way of Park Tudor, Heritage Christian comes right back, gets one.
Sign of a good team. Don't panic.
Well, one thing for sure, Park Tudor's got to force those players out. There's been way too many, it seems like, clear shots by Heritage Christian. If maybe you can get a defender in front of them, make them change a little more direction.
I like Heritage Christian's team motto, do it simple and H2O, humble, hungry, and one.
Ball is still loose here. Ground ball attempt by Escoto. Well, that's a hard thing to pick up, but everybody's slapping away at you. And this will be Heritage Christian. Nope, they're going to say Park Tudor. So let's see what the Panthers can do here as Wallace will work behind. Long pass picked up there, scooped off the turf that time by Chloe Anderson. High pass to the inside to Pasquazi. And now the Panthers behind the cage at 5:37 to go. Pass inside, the shot attempt will be saved that time by Dixon. Dixon lead pass to Watt, and it's turned over. Ball still loose, so officially at this stage not a turnover yet. It didn't change possessions. And Heritage Christian looking back to the middle. And eventually picked up there.
Oh, look at that.
Mackenzie Johnson had it taken away. We head the other way. 16 turnovers now by Park Tudor. And this one here tonight is now Heritage trying to get back up by 10. Pace is now slowed down. A little give and go, and the low shot wide right. Heck of an attempt there by Escoto. That was a nice give and go.
Yeah, good defense, though, to hit that stick, make that ball go wide.
So it will be Heritage Christian with 4.5 to go in the third. Nice job that time by Sutton Christian to drop down and look for help. There's another give and go to the inside. They almost worked twice. Turnover by Heritage Christian. I had them for 9. And then the lead pass down the sideline and eventually picked up by the Eagles.
Out of bounds possession.
They're going to say it was actually out of bounds before the turnover. This is Cleary. And now behind the cage once again by Nicewinder.
Back door.
Ball's going to be knocked away as the ball is loose. Picked up eventually by Anderson. And then the shot's going to go a little bit low. Dixon gets the save there.
Boy, I tell you what, the pressure Park Tudor's putting here is exactly what they want to do.
Yeah, they have done a nice job with long possessions. You see the players diving toward the cage, and they've done a nice job passing to the inside as they work now to the left. Nice move to the inside, and the score as Nicewender gets the goal.
Avery Nicewender.
That is her first of the day. This is a different looking Park Tudor team here in the third quarter. They're back to within 8. I guess they threw the game plan out the window and said, yeah, no more patience here.
We're just going to score.
I want to remind you that tonight's game brought to you in part by Family Source Insurance. Pat Cherry is your independent agent representing Ohio Mutual Insurance. Give him a call if you'd like more information at 317-894-7000.
4 goals this quarter for Park Tudor.
They may think next time, let's go ahead and not be conservative, right? Let's go out and attack.
Early in the year.
It is early. See if we will do this again, or will they award this ball? Oh, we got a yellow. That's going to go against Nicewender, who just scored moments ago. So now Heritage Christian will have player advantage.
Player advantage for the Eagles.
Good look here at Escoto. That's one thing you don't want to be, is down a man in this situation.
Not in this.
Ball to the inside, scooped up. Nice job there by Forrestal. No pass.
Well, I tell you what, she just has so much pressure.
Well, she did the right thing that time, got out behind the cage. Only problem is when you do that, you're fair game. A lot of contact on the sideline, and that'll go against Heritage Christian.
Foul against the Eagles. Panthers with possession.
Still an 8-goal lead now for Heritage Christian here in the third, as Park Tudor having a difficult time getting it out of their own end. Always somebody chasing here. For Quan.
Oh, good defense.
Park Tudor now with 18 on the afternoon. Nice move to the inside, and the left-hand shot is going to be knocked away. Ball still loose, and it'll stay here with the Eagles. Again, down the lane, and another
Blocked
save.
again.
Good job by Forrestal.
2 good saves there. There's the pressure.
And you hear the sticks hitting together as Sturman picks it up. And now is on the run here for the Panthers. Minute 24 to go. And wasting no time as Sturman works it all the way down the field behind the cage and to the left side. This is Cleary. See if they're going to play for one right here. 1:06, though. That's a long time to hold against a team like Heritage Christian. Furquan. Nice juke back to the inside behind the cage. And this will be Anderson. Before we get the pass off, we have a whistle. The official moving him outside the cage area, and they're going to play it here to our near side with 48 seconds remaining. And we should mic up the officials.
We'll do that next week.
Okay. Would it be interesting to hear what they have to say?
Oh, yeah. Got to have somebody at the button.
They have 7 second delay. You
yes,
mean?
sir.
Yeah. Here's Sturman. Good look here at Anderson. Tried to juke the defender, lost the ball, and is going to be picked up by Heritage Christian. Another turnover there for Park Tudor, one they can't afford to make. Just past midfield is Watt. 18 seconds, still plenty of time. The ball comes loose. They're going to call the foul here against Park Tudor. They got to work quick. Here's Watt. Watt switches hands, looks to the shot. Left side, good. As Watt, Jessa Watt, gets her 4th goal of the day, and that scores at 4 seconds remaining. And that makes it now a 9-goal lead here in the 3rd. Again, quickness.
Jessica Watt at the 1:19 mark of the first quarter to 9:29 mark in the second, 6:24 in this 3rd period, and with 4 seconds left in the 3rd period. As you mentioned, 4 girls with 4 goals for Heritage Christian.
I think right now when you look at Heritage Christian, and we're going to see some other teams again throughout the season, but their driving to the goal is about as good as you're going to see right now.
They definitely put pressure on your defense.
Yeah. And in fact, the one thing about it, they did not stop playing. That whistle happened here, and I think a lot of the Park Tudor players kind of held back a little bit, and they just kept on going. That's the end of 3. It's Heritage Christian 15, Park Tudor 6. Big play here for Mount Vernon. Ertl looking right, now over the middle, fires, and it's in there for a touchdown. What a throw. Boy, what a stick, huh? Side out, back to the middle, and guess what? You want a point on the other side, you go to Taylor Lewis.
Here's Freeman. Has an opening shot. Score!
Stafford around a screen. Skip pass. Mays with 3. Mays drive. Floater up and in at the horn.
Hand off, and nice hole over the near side. 40, 35, 30. Block to the outside. 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown. And that's a big one right there. And finally, somebody gets on the board. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Aspen Creek Grill. If you're looking for amazing fresh food and servers that genuinely care about service, make sure you try Aspen Creek Grill. For more information, 866-885-3249.
Well, if you're Heritage Christian, you check off, we average 13 points a game. We've done that. They played pretty good defense. You've done that.
Yep.
You've led every single quarter. You led 6-1 at the end of 1, 12-2 at the end of 2, and right now 15-6. If you're Park Tudor, you look at it, and you picked up some offense in that 3rd quarter. I think you played more aggressive than you did early in the first half, and you're right in the thick of things. You're 9 points down. The running clock will start if you get down to 10, but right now, the slow start kind of hurt them. It was literally 3-0 before Park Tudor scored, and then it took them a while to score again.
Yeah, that 3rd quarter was a whole lot different. I think the aggressiveness picked up. They decided, listen, we've got to go in and score, and that's why you saw Wallace as well as Nicewender and Nye all getting those goals. And I thought it was more of a better game plan maybe than trying to slow it down like they did in the first half.
5 players from Heritage Christian has scored, and 5 players from Park Tudor has scored.
So we're ready for period number 4.
Don't forget to join us on Thursday night as we have been boys lacrosse live from Hamilton Southeastern, 8 o'clock start against a very good Center Grove game.
That's tomorrow night.
Is it tomorrow night? Yeah, tomorrow night is Wednesday, isn't it?
Yeah. They all run together, don't they?
They do.
Maybe we'll have Wednesday's game. Thunderstorms coming in.
You're just cheering me up. I don't want to feel another 93-minute
Me neither.
rain delay.
Well,
Is Ben with us tomorrow night? No.
I'm just hoping. I would hope they'd move it earlier. So I know you're going to work your magic and see if they will.
All they can do is say no.
All they can do is say no. All right, here we go. 4th quarter. Park Tudor unofficially 20 turnovers, 9 tonight by Heritage Christian. But again, we did not have one free position shot in that 3rd quarter.
We haven't said this all day, but it's been a beautiful day here in Indianapolis.
Yeah, it has. That'll be won by Heritage Christian. That is 13. Got to always remember which way you're going, too, don't you?
Yeah, it is interesting. She had to turn on her brakes and turn around.
Call that the Jim Marshall. Nice pass to the inside and the score. And just like that, another goal on the board.
Goal by number 13, Anya Regal.
Regal gets the score. That's her 4th. And now the running clock will continue again. So Park Tudor needs to get another goal to make sure things slow down here in the 4th.
So Regal has scored at the 8:05 mark, the 2:57 mark of the second quarter, the 1:50 mark of the third, and at the 11:31 mark here at the 4th.
3 different players now with 4 goals for
That's
Heritage Christian.
Pretty good balance, isn't it?
I love that balance, yeah. Kind of reminds you of the days you were at Howe High School playing basketball, you and about 3 other guys who were 20-plus.
If we could get double figures, buddy, that's what we did.
That's what it was all about. Another draw control one there by Heritage Christian. One thing about Quinn Ralston, as tall as she is, and she has a heck of a stride, it takes a lot to keep up with her. But again, wisely waiting for help. That is Watt, and you see Watt has great quickness, and she can turn on a dime. Watt trying to do it herself, and a whistle stops play. We may have our first free position shot in a while. Let's wait and see if that's going to be the case. It will not. Well, it's hard to tell right now.
No, it is.
Against the Panthers.
Yes, it is.
Position awarded to number 1, Jessa Watt.
So Watt gets it. That's number 8. Watt goes low. Nice block that time by Forrestall, and it'll be deflected all the way into the corner. By the way, we heard earlier that Park Tudor's replacing their turf. Did you hear that earlier?
Yes, next year. Brand new turf.
Can you see if you can get a hold of the AD and we can have some of this?
It would look good in my backyard.
Yeah, I think it'd be
I
great.
wouldn't have to cut the grass anymore. I would, PT would look good in my backyard.
Yeah, so see if you can check on that, okay?
I'll do that.
I only need a piece about 18 by 18 from my backyard.
Okay.
Another turnover as Heritage Christian.
Oh!
That one is going to be a pipe shot that time. As Heritage continues to put the pressure on. That was Kate Lingerman. The freshman almost got herself a goal here tonight. I mean, do you think they'd miss an 18 by 18 piece?
You want to cut it out now? You want the red part or the green part?
I want the green part.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. We have another free position opportunity here. Straight away, low shot by Ralston.
Shot just wide by Ralston.
So we had no free positions in the third. We already have 2 here in the 4th. From behind the cage, down the lane, nothing there for Escoto.
Well, she forced that ball.
Escoto almost got her number 5. You know, if I were the baseball team, I might say, listen, well, we put it over there. Have a turf infield.
Courtney Whitehead is the baseball coach here at
say
Park
no.
Tudor. He would definitely say no.
You know, nowadays they have either a grass infield and a turf outfield or vice versa.
A lot of colleges now have the grass infield and the turf outfield.
We have a stoppage of play here as one official conversing with the other official and then get an official call at the bench. So once they sort things out, whistle will blow and we're back in action. The Eagles lead it by 10. They have seen their lead get down to 7 as they work to the inside. Nothing that time by Lingerman. And we have a flag. That'll stop play once again. And it looks like we may have a free position, and it will be here for Lingerman.
Against the Panthers.
It'll be number 10 on the night. Winds and fires and bounces that one just a little bit outside Forrestall.
Wide by Lingerman.
As we're under 8 to play.
And, boy, this is a long possession here. Park Tudor unable to get it back. Good look here at Watt. Watt to the inside, and another whistle, and it looks like we may have another free position.
They are just putting a lot of pressure on the defense of Park Tudor.
It's about, what, 4 down the quarter?
Yes.
This will be Watt. Good angle.
Maybe the officials realized they didn't have any in the third quarter.
Get some up there, yeah. Boom!
Oh.
That's one of those that, whoops. A little high, didn't
it? that was like my jump shot at Hal High School.
Yeah, most of the years I heard we're off that far. So
first you tell everybody how good I was, then you tell people how bad I am.
Well,
you know I'm in the Hall of Fame.
I know that.
Okay.
Yeah. As one of the greatest managers of all time.
That's right. Don't you forget that.
Pass back intended there for Forrestal. And there's another turnover by Park Tudor. Boy, we've been down here a long time, Coach.
A long time.
This reminds me of an earlier possession tonight where Park Tudor just did not get it past midfield for the longest period of time. This is Watt. Watt double teamed. Nice pass to the inside, but a little bit high. Intended there for Kernet. And turnover there for Heritage Christian.
Don't forget, we'll be naming the player of the game after the game tonight.
And want to remind you that Wheeler Mission, one of our sponsors for over 131 years, Wheeler Mission has been a pillar in the Indianapolis community, providing help, hope, and healing to people in need. If you'd like more information or to volunteer, give them a call at 317-686-6239. That ball went underneath the hurdles. Do we have another one out here anywhere?
Yeah, she got it.
Okay. I'd hate to have that be the only one we have and get lodged under there. So coming up on 5.5 minutes. Panthers look to the inside and the score. Good job and a nice pass there to Nicewinder. Her second goal of the night. And that stops the clock at 5:20 as the lead back to 9.
Who was that? I'm sorry, Troy.
That was Nicewinder.
Okay, thank you.
Avery, a junior, able to get her second goal of the night. I want to remind you that if you'd like to see more girls lacrosse on IndianaSRN, make sure that you go to IndianaSRN.org and direct your donation to a specific school. By hitting that donate button, more games means more opportunities for our kids. And certainly, I know a lot of coaches, college coaches, love it because they don't have to travel a long way to maybe go see a player. Heritage back on the other attack, and did they get it? Yes. Left-hand shot, good by Kernet.
Goal by number 5, Natalie Kernet.
Well, that was quick. So that's 4 now for Kernet. They have 4 players scoring 4 goals.
It's going to be hard to pick a player of the game.
Well, that's what your job is now. So.
I think I can pick 4.
You could. You could do all 4. We'll allow it.
We want to thank Ben Wood doing our 1s and 2s. Chuck Levine on the camera tonight. Sticks is here tonight. Jerry came in to help us.
I can't believe you're making Ben work on his wife's birthday, though.
No, that's Saturday.
I know, but that's what I mean. Saturday. You're making him work Saturday.
Well, you know.
Poor guy.
He'll have enough for her present now.
Oh, that's what it is. Is that another goal? Or
it is. Oh.
Nope, I think Forrestal stopped it.
No, it's good.
They're going to say it's a goal. Let's see if it crossed the line is the question. I don't think it's a goal. Nope.
No goal.
Holy cow.
Kick save and hidden ball trick. Vivian down in net.
I like that. Hidden ball trick.
I think that was stuck in her pads.
It might have been. So Forrestal gets the save on our first hidden ball trick of the year. We're going to have to use that later, by the way. Now after the turnover by the Panthers, we're down to 3.5. After this one is over, we'll have the Morales Group postgame show. We'll work through some of the big numbers quickly and then name the Piper Logistics player of the game. Turnover there by Heritage Christian. They've actually had a pretty good night in the turnover department.
Boy, she just keeps on going, getting pushed. She just keeps going. I love it. They didn't quit, did they?
No.
Park Tudor stayed with it.
Yep. Furquan, lead pass, and now inside the 8-meter, looking for an opening is Sturman. Nice pass to the inside, and unable to handle it, though, was Furquan. And then the shot and the save by Katie Dixon.
Boy, there was a collision right in the middle. That's great concentration by the goalie.
And look at Heritage heading back the other way. That's a near trip to the inside, and the shot good once again.
By the Eagles, number 5, Natalie Kernick.
It's going to be Kernick. She's got 5 tonight, and you know what was impressive about that goal was she was nearly tripped up, got another foul on her way to the goal area, and then still was able to stay on her feet and score. We've got a timeout on the field. Heritage Christian leads it 18-7.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Bertner Electric Incorporated provides professional commercial electrical contractor services to Indianapolis and surrounding communities. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, our knowledge and experience make us the perfect choice for all your commercial electrical contractor needs. Contact us today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as...
Taking a look at the Panthers after our timeout. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Highway Safety Services. You do what you do, we'll keep you safe doing it. Highway Safety Services, 765-446-1502.
Bishop Chatard will be at Park Tudor on Thursday night.
Yep.
And Brownsburg will be, Heritage Christian will be going to Brownsburg on Thursday night. Our next telecast will be, for girls, will be on April 5th at Southport High School.
That's that 10 a.m. game you mentioned, right?
A lot of games on our network in April.
At 10 a.m.?
I'm trying my best.
I know you. I'm just.
By the way, Vin, we have your wife's present. Troy and I have just chipped in to get her a bottle of Charcola for you.
Yeah, what is that?
You don't know Charcola?
Charcola?
Uh-huh.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's chocolate milk. Oh, it's delicious.
Is it?
Oh, it's good. The official drink of Cowboy Bob back in the day.
Yeah, I'm sure she's going to be excited about that.
It's delicious.
I bet. All right, final 2:11 to go.
Out of the draw for the Panthers, number 17, Anya
11 goal lead right now for Heritage Christian. They have led from the start. Park Tudor made a run in that third quarter. They'll try to finish out the last two in a positive nature. Draw controls dominated now by Heritage Christian, and they're going to work quickly. Try to maybe put one more goal on the board as they work behind the cage. Nice pass to the inside. Kernitz thought about the shot, then backs it away. Looking for an opening, and the pass a little bit off the mark as Skota was on the right side of the cage. Ball stays here with Heritage Christian. And I think she may have been...
I think she stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, stepped out of bounds there. Looks like that might have been Emma Langford. She tried to toe the line, though.
She did.
Give her credit there. Heritage will work again as they keep possession off that turnover that time, as the ball is going to be loose, 50-50 ball. They have about five, maybe more players in there trying to pick up that ball. Ground ball eventually will be won here by Escoto. Escoto. Nice pass, and the low shot stopped there by Forrestal. Great play.
Great
Forrestal.
stop.
Under a minute to go, so we're down to 47. In the lineup now, Lanaya Henderson getting a chance to get some PT here in the fourth quarter. Ball is picked up, and another score. Once again, it's Kernett, and that's going to be number 6 on the night for Natalie Kernett.
I think she sealed the player of the game.
I think you're right. Though you're not supposed to say that. You've given away the...
Oh, but tune in.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Probably going to be it, as both teams will not line up in time for this one here tonight. So your final score, Heritage Christian 19, Park Tudor 7. Stay right there. The Morales Group postgame show is next.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Get a gator that will get you where you need to go. Something you can get in and go with plenty of space. Be ready to tackle any terrain, large or small. When you choose Reynolds, you choose reliability. A guaranteed great customer experience and relationship from the moment you walk in. Come in and see for yourself or visit ReynoldsFarmEquipment.com.
Back here at Park Tudor High School, this is the Morales Group postgame show, building better futures one story at a time. Whether you're looking to start a new career or grow your team with exceptional talent, Morales is here to help you succeed. Nice win, Heritage Christian. Very impressive, Coach. Tell you what, they just put a ton of points on the board here tonight. They limited Park Tudor. There was that great run by Park Tudor in the third, and so give the Panthers credit there. But just the balance that you saw tonight from Heritage Christian is they're going to be a good team the rest of the way.
6-0 now. Good, pretty good start. If you're Beth Poles, you're pretty happy with the start that you're going to jump on the bus and you got another win. And you know, defensively, they did a good job shutting them down.
They certainly did. 16 draw controls tonight for Heritage. Park Tudor had 10, but the big key might have been the free position shots, 11-0 in that category.
That will
right
win
there.
the game for you right there.
Tonight's Play of the Game presented by Piper Logistics. From warehousing to transportation, Piper delivers solutions that keeps you on the move with efficiency and reliability. Piper Logistics gets the job done. Who is the player of the game?
Chuck and Ben agrees with me.
Okay.
Natalie Curran is the player of the game. She got 6 goals on the night. Congratulations, Natalie.
6, and of course Escato had 4, and Regal had 4, and Watt had 4, so good balanced scoring. That's going to do it here from Park Tudor High School as Heritage Christian again stays undefeated. They win it 19-7. Thanks for being with us. This has been High School Lacrosse on Indiana SRN.